It's Brutungo, and it has been 5 years since we started doing this channel. Me and my daughter, Cheshire, of course, not her real name, we use our gamer tags for our names, but we're making a video today to talk about the channel and the 5 years that we have been doing our channel. So the first thing we do want to say is a big thank you to anyone and everyone who has subscribed, who has clicked on a thumbs up, or a like for, a like, you slap that subscribe, you bro fist that thumbs up, that sort of thing. We don't say in our videos, hey, like and subscribe, because we think it's a bit redundant. If you're on YouTube, if you know what YouTube is about, then you know how the subscribe and the like button work, and we don't think there's any point in us saying in our videos, hey, this is the begging section, or hey, like and subscribe, or hey, how about the channel and like it. We don't want to do that. We feel like everybody does that. If you have not heard it by now, then welcome to YouTube. It must be your first day. But anyway, in the 5 years we've been doing our channel, we started uploading on February 1st, 2021, with sort of a little intro for our channel, and we've updated that since, and it's just basically a collab of, not collab, but a montage, a collection of the games we have played on the channel, put to music that we made ourselves. We made it on a Casio keyboard using one of the digital settings, so it's 100% original music that we wrote. Not that that's a big deal. Same with the ending music that you hear with the pictures that we drew. Those aren't like AI. Those aren't done by anyone else. The ones where it's just my mascot, Brutungo, sitting in a chair, I drew that one. And then the ones where it's Brutungo on the front and Cheshire's character in the back, I drew that. And the other one where it's Cheshire in the front and me, or my character rather, standing behind her, she drew that. So there you go. And then we basically took photos of those, threw them into not an editor, but like Photoshop. It's not actually Photoshop. We use GIMP, a free thing like Photoshop. And then we colored it, defined the outlines, threw a background on it. That's where our endings come from. And the music we also wrote on the Casio. It's just a little chime that we wrote ourselves. So that's where the audio comes from. But on February 1st, 2021 is when we uploaded the first initial video. And our channel wasn't Brutungo and Cheshire at the time. We were calling ourselves The Dildo because it was a dill pickle deer. We thought it was funny. We thought it was original. Turns out it wasn't so original. And we also didn't think it would transition long term to have our name that. So we transitioned it over to Brutungo and Cheshire, which are our gamer tags. Technically, Brutungo isn't a gamer tag. It's a character I created when I was around 14. I'm probably going to do a video where I actually hand draw Brutungo and tell the narrative of that character. So the name Brutungo, 100% original. I created it back in the early 90s, late 80s. I don't remember. I was in junior high. I was 14, okay? And there was no internet. There was no internet when I created Brutungo. That's how I know it was 100% original. So I created the name Brutungo. And then that transitioned into using it as a name in Phantasy Star Online for the Dreamcast. And then I would use it as a name for characters in World of Warcraft. And then it would slowly transition into my gamer name. But it originally was a character I created, a kaiju rabbit, okay? A primordial kaiju rabbit from a fictional primordial Australia. And there's a lot more to it, but I'll do a video about that coming up soon, shortly, eventually. But on February 22nd is when we started uploading daily. And we still upload daily. We upload every day at about 4 p.m. Usually 4 p.m. There's been a couple times we've uploaded earlier, and a couple times we've uploaded later just because technical issues, but it's almost every day at 4. Our channel has 1,865 videos. So in the 5 years we have been doing this channel, we have accumulated just under 2,000 videos. And in those 2,000 videos, we have posted gameplay, a lot of it full playthroughs, of 347 separate games. Now I'm going to throw some sort of gameplay in the background of this video, and that will essentially make the count up to 348. I don't know what I'm going to use for sure right now. I think I know. I think I already have the footage for what I want to put in the background. It's like less distractive, less intrusive, so I may use it. But that's it. For the initial stuff I wanted to talk about. Now, our channel's kind of weird. We have it set up because when I set it up, I wanted to originally set it up where it was like a TV channel. Because I wanted to have different viewing options throughout the week. For example, if we upload Minecraft every day, then our channel is just about Minecraft, and the only reason you're going to want to watch it is if you like Minecraft. If you don't like Minecraft, then you have no interest. Same as if we were a Fortnite channel. Only people interested in Fortnite are going to watch a Fortnite channel. So the concept with that was, let's say we're playing through Legend of Zelda. We haven't played through a Legend of Zelda game yet. Who knows if we will. But if we were just playing through Legend of Zelda and nobody likes Legend of Zelda, then if it takes us 2-3 weeks to play through Legend of Zelda, no one's going to watch our channel for 2 to 3 weeks. And as a matter of fact, people that were subscribed may unsubscribe because they're like, I hate Zelda, I hate Nintendo games, I don't want to be a part of this channel anymore, goodbye. But the way we do it is we do a different upload on Monday, a different upload on Friday. The weekends are our secondary game, and Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is our primary game. So we have viewing options. So Mondays we try to do Minecraft, and then we started doing Monster Hunter, so they became Monster Hunter or Minecraft Mondays. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, like I said, is our main game, which is usually like a AAA or a longer sort of game, so it's going to have more parts throughout, a month, 2 months, however long the game takes to get through. For example, Lego Dimensions, I think, had something like 67 parts. Very long game. On the weekends, we try to keep like our horror titles, so if we're playing a scary game, we try to throw that on the weekends, and we try to play shorter games on the weekends. Sometimes it's a one and done, sometimes it's a 3 or 4 part, or beat 'em ups. We try to do on weekends because they usually have 2 to 4 playthroughs, and they're done. And then Fridays, we keep as the sort of versus, or just sort of these indie or the AI slop sort of games that we're either not going to want to play forever, and we know that, or they're just bad games. But we always hope they're better games than what they end up being. Doesn't usually pan out that way, but we have hope. We have hope that one day we will play a decent AI slop game. So far, that hasn't actually happened. But it might. We hope. We hope it happens someday. Anyway, those are the games we play on that, and that's usually our versus. So if we're playing a racing game, we're going to be racing each other in a versus. If we play a fighting game, that's also going to be on Friday, and we're going to be fighting each other. We're not going to play through a narrative. We're going to basically do matches. We usually do best 3 out of 5 for the races, or we'll do like a Grand Prix where it has multiple races, and we'll see, who wins the Grand Prix. But that's how we do Fridays. And aside from that, I want to reiterate to thank everyone that's ever, watched our videos, subscribed, clicked on anything on our channel. We appreciate it. We really do. But we don't have any sort of social media. We don't do a Discord. I don't do Twitter. We don't do any of that stuff. And because we're not really driving to push our channel. We're doing it for fun. It's a hobby. We don't need this to make ends meet. We're just doing it for fun. Which is why in 5 years we haven't asked or begged for subs. We haven't done any of that sort of stuff. And I'm not going to do it here either. If you want to, great. Go for it. If you don't, great. We don't really care either way. Obviously, it's nice to have it. And if we ever did hit a point where we could monetize, we would monetize. I mean, you'd be stupid not to. But that's not our end goal. That's not why we're doing this. We're just doing this because we want a place where people can go and just watch games. Watch people have fun. Be stupid. Just get a laugh. If you get a laugh or a chuckle, or you enjoy our videos for even a couple minutes, we've achieved our goal for the channel. Because we love games. I've been playing games since Atari was current generation. Now I'm talking like Atari 2600, the OG Atari. I grew up in the arcades, and I'm always going to be a gamer. My kids are now gamers, and now they're adults, and maybe my grandchildren will be gamers. I have 2 grandsons. Maybe they'll become gamers. Who knows? But at the end of the day, when we looked at the YouTube frontier and the current state of YouTube, there is a large portion of drama. And even gaming channels. There's a lot of gaming channels that used to be gaming channels that aren't gaming channels anymore. They're something else. They're people complaining all the time about everything. And I'm not going to say the gaming frontier right now is in a great place. It's not. Gaming has really gone down a lot since the old days, since the 80s and the early 90s. Ever since the introduction of the internet into gaming, it's been more about money and making money. I remember when a fighting game, you bought the fighting game and every single character, every single stage, every single outfit was on the disc, on the cartridge, and all you had to do was get good and play through the game and grind the game, and you had everything. Now, it's less about playing the game and being good at the game and more about how deep your pockets are. And that's very sad. That's also why I'm not as big a fighting game player as I used to be. It used to be my niche. I used to love fighting games. I used to have all the fighting games. I used to go to the arcade. That's what I spent most of my time at the arcade doing. Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Mortal Kombat 2, any Samurai Showdown cabinet I could find. That's what I was doing at the arcades. But now arcades are gone. And it's less about how much you play and how hard you play and more about how much money you have. And that's pretty sad. It's all become very, very economically oriented as opposed to just being more about being passionate about games and trying to make good games. It's just about money. I guess some people would argue it's always been about that. But anyway, we wanted to just make a channel that was fun, where we don't harp so much about the negativity in gaming, negativity in the world, where we're not whining about our lives and we're not sitting there, bringing up all the horrible things happening in the world, the horrible things happening on YouTube. We're not causing drama. We don't want drama. We don't like drama. And so we just want to do that. Entertain. That's it. That's our purpose. But that's it. It's been a decent 5 years on YouTube, I guess. And we hope that we can go another 5 years. And we hope that we will gain more people to watch and enjoy the stupid stuff we say and do. And we just want people to have fun watching us. That's it. That's our goal. And if you do have fun, leave comments. We do read the comments. Thank you to everyone. And that's it for now. So long.